Welcome to episode number 22 of Turning $100 into $1 million, the series where I risk a whopping $100 of my money in an attempt for your entertainment to turn it into $1 million for your sake, for your entertainment. And if you'd like free stocks, as always, the link will be down below in the description. We can sign up with Webull, use my link, and you'll get a free stock valued up to $1,400 to stocks if you make a deposit. DGLY has been swinging up and down this last week or so. At one point, they were way over $5, and my net account value was in the 220s, which was insane. But now it's come all the way down below what I paid for it, and I thought I got in at a very good price. Little would I know I'd actually be able to get in at a much cheaper price, but we'll look at the chart in just a second. Right now, the current positions and profit and loss unrealized gains stand at OXLC being at 1088, loss 27.31% down. Viacom, the free stock, is up 930, over 61%. Levi, 142 profit, or about 5.5%. And DGLY, now down about $2 and over 2% loss. We'll look at the charts. So OXLC has just been in a downtrend the last week or so. It's going to take a while for it to come back up again, but it does seem to be showing strong support if it ever did get down to the 240s, and that's what happened over here. It wasn't exact, it was 270 here, but it does not want to break through about this level, so perhaps it is showing an uptrend in that sense, and that we're seeing those higher lows, but we're not necessarily seeing higher highs, so I wouldn't necessarily call it an exact uptrend. It seems to be just in this window of trading sideways here, up, down, but the total overall average stock market is definitely having an influence on it as well. As with the Dow, you'll see it come down. We had a 1,000-point drop recently and then another massive gain, so it is being influenced by the overall market. Now this is ABR, and I don't have this in my portfolio, but it was the stock that I sold. If you haven't seen the episodes prior, then you are going to want to watch those. You don't want to watch episode number 22 if you haven't seen the first 21 episodes. That would just be silly, so be sure that you do click that full playlist on the homepage of my channel. Sit back, relax, let it play automatically, and you can watch all the episodes in sequence in order. So ABR, I think I really timed this stock good. I got to give myself a pat on the back because I think I really timed my exit perfectly. I couldn't have done it better. At the second I got out really is when it really started to drop. I got out at a fantastic price, and ever since then, it has only come down. Not that it won't go back up, but I am glad at the price I got out at. So I've just been kind of keeping an eye on that and laughing at all the people still holding ABR just to see what will happen. Viacom has been unbelievable, very gorgeous. It has only been going up since the March lows, and it's just been up, little dip there, but a beautiful uptrend. You could see almost doubled its value since its March lows. So fantastic gain right there, no complaints. Levi stock, it's been a little bit more sideways, but still showing a nice gain depending on what price you got in at. For me, it was a free stock, so I don't necessarily care about the entry price that I got in. And DGLY, it's been a runner over these last few weeks. Crazy to think that some people got in at like $2, and from there they probably couldn't even believe that they just more than doubled their money. Little would they know where the value of the stock now is seen as several times multiple. Some people got in at a bad price. They got in when it was going to hit around $6. I think I'm pretty proud of the price I got in at. $4.13 was my entry price. Maybe I could have gotten in a few cents before that, but I don't believe I would have known to got in at 3 and change, which at one point it was trading at today. I was getting quite nervous that I was just going to keep going down and hit every landmark downwards on the downside. Luckily, before the finish, it did recover back over $4, which is a good sign. That is good, and it eventually touched around where I got in at, break even, and then even at one point, if I knew to sell exactly right there, I actually would have made a profit. But I'm going to be holding for the long run, and now let's see. Many people have been long awaiting why I bought DGLY. So first things first, the main body cam stock that I was actually going to be buying is AAXN. This company, Axon, is the company that makes, for example, the NYPD. They use Axon body cams. If you look really closely at their body cams, you'll actually see that it has the Axon logo. So those are the body cams that they use. Now, obviously, this stock would probably be the better buy compared to a penny stock of DGLY. However, we are dealing with $100 as it is $100 into $1 million, and then a fraction of that as I'm not putting all my money into one stock. So given that my cash balance was only so much when I sold ABR, I decided to buy DGLY. But if you do have more money to play with, this stock right here could definitely see a lot more profit potential in the coming months as reform will be passed. So let's look at DGLY. Well, DGLY, they had a share offering of common stock at $2.15 a share. And so DGLY here, which develops, manufactures, and markets advanced video recording products for law enforcement, emergency management, fleet safety, and security, today announced the pricing. This article was written on June 8, 2020, of an underwritten public offering of 2,325,581 shares of its common stock at a price of $2.15 per share. Gross proceeds to the company of approximately $5 million before deducting underwriting discounts and other offering expenses. So the company intends to use the net proceeds from this offering for working capital, product development, order fulfillment, and for general corporate purposes. The company priced the offering based on the last closing price. And that was on June 8th, so just out of curiosity, I just want to see that on the chart there. So June 8th was the day in which this offering happened, and you can see the jump there from Friday's market close to Monday's market close. Of course, the weekend is when the market is closed. So pre-market, the stock was way up, and people that bought in around here must have had quite the payday. And this article here also mentions DGLY and Axon stock. So the less chokeholds, the more cameras and other gadgets. If a police officer cannot use his or her hands to stop a criminal, they use other ways such as tasers. On the other hand, they will probably need more wearable tech such as body cameras, and this is where Axon and DGLY come in handy. So legislation has already been passed, and the Senate on both the GOP and Democratic side are going to be passing more legislation. That's going to be coming very soon. It will 100% happen. This actually has a lot of bipartisan support, and of course the majority of people do want to see reform happen with the weeks of protests that have been going on. The GOP has been proposing bills, the Democrats have been proposing bills. This will happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. So the article goes on to say, so there might be a law that will enforce an officer to wear a body camera, and if this goes through, DGLY stock will go through the roof, literally. And this is DGLY here on Twitter showing off their body camera and the features. This is their model called the ViAC, and it's their patented product that fully integrates in car and body-worn cameras. Now, up until now, it almost seems like anytime you had one of these shootings happen where a police officer kills someone on camera, you could have bought that stock at that second, for example, Axon stock, and just due to hype and more buyers jumping on, I think you could have made some profit. So this is a very interesting dynamic here. We could actually profit off of the expected laws, but in this case, we really are going to be seeing reform happen. This will definitely pass. So I'm going to be holding on to DGLY. I'm not going to be selling anytime soon. We're going to be seeing what happens with this reform. Who knows how high the stock can go? I even heard people talking that it would hit the double digits numbers of 10 to 20 bucks. But I'm not selling this stock anytime soon. Net account value does stand at 171.45. At one point in the last week, it was in the 220s. But that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure that you give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button. And if you'd like to see more videos from my channel and episodes, be sure that you do subscribe and hit that notification bell as well, so that we're notified every single time I make a new video. See you in the next one.